What's going on, Where's
Joe over here. That's Erik over here, my friends.
my friend?
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Yeah, so last week we did Guillotine Defense from standing. And we got a good question on the high guillotine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And we were going to show what happens when your head gets too low. But I think the principle for both is like the same.
Yeah.
If you can lift your head at all, you know, you can find a lever to lift your head, then you're going to find a way out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and whether that's on the ground too, sometimes you need to control the person's far shoulder. So we did the overarm hook that way. So, because a lot of people, I did some research after we got a good question.
Yep.
It was, I saw a lot of people only aiming for the elbow.
Only.
So like you put me in the guillotine, and they were like, oh, we're always going here.
Oh, yeah.
And so people would flare the elbow.
Flare the elbow out.
And now you can't get the elbow.
Yeah.
But I can always go to the shoulder.
Yep.
So once I go to the shoulder, see, it's about lifting my head and creating that lever.
And like you can look at and I had seen I think we watched Danaher's video and
well, so who's got the best one was
yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to talk about.
Gary Tonin finished Kid Dale with a high elbow guillotine.
But the setup was because
better.
he didn't have posture, because he did the right thing.
Exactly.
Because he tried the head down.
So yeah, what he did was, I'll try to be gentle here.
Oh, you're great, buddy.
Is he forced the guy into a sprawl. So now this hand is dead because he had weight on it. Then, see, your other way out, if I just sit here, he can still swing his head to the other side. Yeah, and his head will come out. So he actually, I think Tonin did an instructional video on this too.
He used the knee.
But yeah, how he finished was he puts his knee against the ear, then falls, I'm trying to be nice here, and closes the door and lands it. So in both cases, you're exactly right. Removing posture, removing the ability to bring the head up. But look at how many battles he had to win to set that up. And it was a brilliant setup.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, oh, I've got a head and arm tie up. Have to create a snap. Have to create a sprawl. Have to create an angle. Have to get a grip. Bring my knee inside. So I'm just bringing this up because somebody asked about the defense.
And it was a great question. I mean, because I've never had anybody really try to do it to me, but it's just like, you kind of feel, just if you have that self-defense feel, people grab you, you got to take that space away somehow.
Kind of the same way.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was talking about in the Reddits, just reverse engineer things. So when you see somebody teach like a really valid move, and they'll say, like, I'm not picking on anybody, but like Professor Danaher, he'll be like, well, we got to win the 3 wars, or he's like, see, I need hand position, I need the shoulder here, I need this hip here. So what you can do is get that all down, but you can also write down like what to do to take it away. Oh, he's got to get hand position? How would I prevent that?
And if you look at, and Danaher's amazing too, he's a great, but you look at that, the guy was just sitting here like this, and that's how he set the whole entire thing up without any posture, without any recognition of like, oh, he's got my hand. I'm not going to trap you, I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to do anything like that to take away his ability to do that. Because if I do that, that move doesn't work anymore. Yeah,
and I think it just comes down to like people rush into things. You know, we know we're putting our head in jeopardy, but if I just keep charging forward, whether it's from a bump sweep or wherever, you got to be aware of the tools that the other guy has, and if you keep going forward, you're just giving him your neck, just like a collar choke or anything else. So let's do the Street Fighter 2 flip.
Sorry, guys.
So this is off the Pedro Sauer curriculum and Helio Gracie Street Self-Defense. And, I get to do it?
Oh, either way, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, my
you got it too, brother.
This is when your head is low, and I try to go for the arm or the shoulder, but he back steps. I just don't have it. So I don't want to get sprawled out. So immediately I still need to shoot my leg in, and I'm going to put 2 hands to the knee, walk my left foot up, and kick over. Okay? And you can follow and keep the attachment with the mount. I'm just showing the basic self-defense move with no real follow-up on it. So you can see the same thing is predicated. I have to bring my head up to get leverage, and then I'm sitting down this way. And you can do the swing short, like if you don't launch the person. But we're also doing a forward roll to protect ourselves, protect our partner, so you don't land on your face. So if you're training this, if I would choke you this way, dude, I'm gonna let go so that I can shoulder roll so I don't eat it. But in reality, most people are gonna hang on. So see, I walk back, now he grabs a leg. So see, I'm gonna hold the headlock, but I'm gonna let go for safety, put my left hand down, and just do a forward roll that way. I call it the Street Fighter 2 flip.
Great name for it.
Because Ken, the guys who shot fireballs, they always threw people with that. That was 1992, I first saw that move.
I think like the biggest thing with that too, that like, is for your safety, like you always, and he was just talking about you, that's a big thing, man. If you just leave that knee completely open, it's going to knee in the face.
Or chest.
Yeah, anywhere. So make sure that you have that connection on the front knee when you...
Like right above the quad here, this way at the bottom. Not on the knee point, because it'll slip off, but you want to control that femur.
Yes, that's a good way to just like, you know, even if your partner's like helping you and trying to be nice, like it's just a good need too.
Yep. And then this always comes up. What if they let go completely?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, what would you do?
Yeah. So if I come here
and I'm getting leverage, I step under, he just lets go.
Yeah.
You're just in open guard. That's all you're gonna do, right? There's no fight for your neck anymore. Your neck is safe. You're just gonna go to open guard defense.
Yeah, and then he brought up some really good points. And a good thing to think about with this is this happens like when your posture is broken, right?
Yeah.
If we had the same exact scenario here, like this, and I stepped and he stepped and already had posture, it'd be way easier to start going around the back or something like that. But if my head's down, this is a really good way.
Yeah, so either they surprised you, you made a mistake, you charged in, right? But ideally you want to come in looking up. Yeah. So, I mean, from 50-50 tie-ups, wrestling or tie, I might elbow and elbow, and that's where I'm going to set the guillotine so his posture's already broken. And Mr. Tonin made the same point in his video. I think it's the first thing he said is, you know, I'm not going to be here. A lot of people do try to just
go through shoulders.
You're never going to get that. So they work in tandem, offense and defense.
Yeah.
Man, I want a good guillotine defense. What do I need? I got to have good posture. I want a good guillotine. I want to choke people with this. What do I need? Oh, I have to break their posture. So you just look at what is the opposite scenario you're trying to achieve, and that's how you break down moves. So next time you go to a seminar or something, or you're just training with your coach, write everything down by the book, then maybe column B is like, how do I break it? If I was in that position, what would I need to finish? And you just take that away from the person. It's not going to happen overnight, but you'll come up with solutions over time.
For sure.
And that's how all the counters really work.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do it on the ground.
Oh,
do you see the guillotine from the
of course.
So let's do a common setup. So
bump sweep.
Not to be too long-winded. Yeah, bump sweep, right? So I have some tension. He started to back up. I sit up, go to my hand. I'm going to try to bump sweep, and he goes forward. Okay, so these are just common mechanics. When he goes forward, his head is here. What I'm not going to do is leave my feet on the floor. I'm going to straighten my legs and see, I want this space open from my left shoulder. So my right shoulder is forward. The high guillotine works the same exact way. So we're just going to do the standard one. So from here, you guys can't see it because of the jacket, but I can easily reach my hand. The issue is he's not charging anymore. If he charges and pushes my back to the floor, guillotine choke. That's easy to do. But if we're here, he's going to realize what's happening, and he's going to do the same exact defense. So before or after my hand gets here, so he's going over the shoulder, and he's going to glue it to my body. That's it. Now he's going to turn to his right side, and you're going to have to talk because you're on my phone.
Okay,
so you're good. Just,
So
here, let's turn the other way.
You should be actually able to choke somebody sometimes. That's the more they hit. So it's just you're trying to create that leveraging point, and so like if I'll be gentle.
Oh, you're good, man. I just couldn't talk anymore.
So when we get here, see, it's the same thing right here. If I'm like this, of course he could do that high guillotine idea right here like this too. Jeez, how's he gonna do it now?
I can't move.
If I just look up.
Yeah. So remember, one of the key indicators for the high elbow guillotine, I have to move my head across the body.
Not gonna happen.
If I can't change my head position and can't change my shoulder position, it's not gonna work.
So if he tried to make that up by going up and around, even, I see I'm gonna be here all day long.
Yeah, you're already turning.
So as I come down right here, right, I want to connect right here and be gentle. But see, I want to come here and I can start using my elbow even here, and I get to the hand. And so once I make this structural, I want to make sure my right hip is above Joe's left hip. If it's below, you're gonna end up in mount really easily. So I come here, I'm going to back step. What comes out, and then here.
Good shoulder pressure, dude.
Yeah, and it's yeah, it sucks.
Want to do it one more time?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to take a little bit off of it.
Oh, you're good. Check out. So part of it is that when you block this femur with the elbow and you start to turn, your chin, your neck is out of jeopardy.
The weight is just on your neck. I want you to hold that guillotine. You hold that guillotine.
Oh, it's worse.
You're losing blood to your head over and over and over and over, like from.
Yeah.
And so that's.
Well, just by the angle that you can't feel the choke at all.
Yeah, I can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Cause I got this glue just like we were talking about from the,
it's just like
from the standing. It's the same exact mechanics. Good mechanics mirror each other. They're always the same.
I'll volunteer again for you guys.
So I'm here, right? I just need to, and this is very similar to what we do with the arms in. We won't talk about
I have a grip.
Right there, perfect. I come here, right? I'm here, right? And so see, if I come here, it can be tough. So I want to start moving my hips out here, and now I can make it structured. When I come out right here, right hip's above Professor's left hip right here. And that's what allows me to backstep. Right? If he tries to follow me, it's very, very tough for him to do this here. And now we're into where we can get rid of that arm, just like we did in the previous video. Like drop the shoulder, same exact thing.
That's it. Yeah, and the interesting thing about escapes is you just need a little security.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have a guy doing a collar choke and you can tell it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You start to calm down and you just get some comfort because you're like, I don't think he can finish the choke.
Yeah, for sure.
So same thing with these. You might not get the whole escape, but like if you get the arm, well, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
Besides preventing the head, like if you put an arm in here, besides preventing the head from moving across, that's what I was saying about a lot of people say, well, you can't counter the high elbow guillotine because the elbow, because if I reach for the elbow, the elbow's not there. But if I grab the head, I can. And now look at this. Just by turning sideways, not even worried about the leg work, and I'm already over your hip because I'm smaller.
For sure.
I can breathe and talk fine and be comfortable. And there's a lot of ways to start to work on the body here this way. Yep. So even if you don't remember a full escape when it comes time to roll, if you just get to the side, change your hip angle, get over the shoulder.
You're in trouble.
You're going to be safe. And what's going to happen? They're going to let go. Maybe they do a hook sweep, you get into mount. But, you should be practicing with this with your training partners on the first time in a tournament or something. Yep. And so what's the consequence? It's like, oh, I'm learning how to defend the guillotine choke. So you'll be a lot more confident with it in that regard.
Ah, very good, bro. That's 100%.
Right on.
Yeah, and it's just interesting. So that could plausibly happen. I never had anybody really that had played with it for a long time try to do the high guillotine thing to me before. But I've rolled with a lot of people, and I've never been put in that position because of having that feel of I don't do it quite as much now, but it's just give people my neck constantly because you can time it and you can get shoulder locks, wrist locks all day long if you always have that feel. But that's self-defense.
Well, and it's what we do all the time. You put yourself in a spot so that you learn the mechanics. Like people freak out and we tend to avoid those areas altogether because it's uncomfortable. We don't want to tap, our ego's involved. But what you've tended to do is oh man, here's my neck, go for it. And oh man, good one, nice job. And then a week or two goes by and the guy's doing his ace move because it worked before, and it's like, wait a minute, oh man, now it doesn't work anymore. Because you put yourself in there, you have time in the worst possible scenario instead of always just trying to, I gotta tap people out, I gotta win,
Because that's actually where you learn the least is when you're always putting yourself in the best possible scenarios.
And you don't have to tell people, hey man, I'm practicing the guillotine, just give me your neck, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna go for something.
For sure.
Right.
100%, man.
Right on, you guys, thanks for watching. So it's Wednesday,
And we always do a Gracie Jiu Jitsu video on Wednesdays. Monday, we drop a boxing video talking about how to use a double end bag. And Friday, we'll be back with a little more like Kali, Eskrima, some kind of weaponry homework assignment for me then. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that. And the Warriors are out.